Hello and welcome to the online course Music 110B, the Understanding of Music for Fall Semester 2020. I am Dr. Andrews and I'll be your instructor for this course, and what the purpose of this video is to take you through the Moodle page and show you that everything you need for the course is through the Moodle interface. You don't have to go anywhere else. The Moodle interface will take you where you need to go for the course. So I'm just going to go through this real quickly here. Your screen might look a little bit different, but everyone's does. So this is the text. You see a picture of it here. The enjoyment of music. And the most economical way to purchase the text is to do it as an ebook, or just purchase total access, and I think the ebook comes with it for total access. And if you go down to the required materials here, you can click on the textbook or the total access, and it will tell you how to get both the textbook and total access. Now, if you buy a used textbook, it will not come with the required total access. You have to have total access, which lets you interact online for the course. So the first part, we'll just go down from top to bottom. Course assistance. If you ever need help with me, with the course from me, just email me at this address and tell me your cell number and possible times when you can be reached. Maybe give me a couple of different ones, then I'll try to call you back at one of those times to help you out. The instructor announcements, you'll be getting those through Moodle. You'll also get reminder emails for deadline dates and such. The course syllabus is right here, and the course outline is right here. Now all you need to do, the course outline kind of shows you the structure of the course. We'll go ahead and open that up. And it includes several videos which are on the Moodle interface that you should watch before you ever get started. It includes an optional set of chapters that you can do if you feel like your understanding of music is rather weak. There is no grade for these, but you can do them as an optional preparation. And then the course is divided into 4 segments, and each segment is blocked out on the outline. On the left columns, it shows there are no dates included. I should revise that. But it shows what the chapters are. Then on the right column, it shows what's required for the course. All of these are required. They're online activities, and they are graded. And then the segment 1 activities, which is part 3 in the text, it shows the deadline date and the time. Now, as you'll see in the syllabus, this is firm. If you don't have these submitted completely by that time, whatever you didn't submit does get a grade of 0, and that's not negotiable. So, and then here's segment 2. After segment 1 and 2, here's the midterm exam that's over parts 3 and 4, which is segment 1 and 2, and there's the due date. Now the midterm exam, if you do not get it done by that time, there are 2 extra days, but they do come at a penalty that is explained in the syllabus. And the second half of the course is arranged exactly the same way, segments 3 and 4, and then the final exam over those 2 segments. Okay, so we'll go back to the course now, and here is the course syllabus. It's the official document for the course. Here's the required text and materials, and there are links for you to get them online if you choose to do that. The method of instruction, plan for learning. Here are some suggestions. Review notes and materials, complete the interactive listening guides, and then in bold, finally, do the required activities. And I'm going to show you how to do all of that. It's very simple. But all of the required activities are accessed through the course Moodle page, and you'll see a green puzzle piece icon. I'll show you that in a moment. The deadlines are included. Any required activities not completed by the deadline will receive a grade of 0. The midterm and final exams, this explains the penalty for 2 days, 1 to 2 days late. Instructor assistance, we've talked about that. Here are the important deadline dates again. They're all on your outline though. Here is how the course is graded, the grading percentage and the grading scale, and some other information concerning ethics at Augustana University. And so we'll go back now and go through the Moodle page because, again, everything is here. Now the first puzzle piece icon you see here is the ebook. You can use this to access your ebook. And when you first go to this, if you've not purchased the book, it'll require a login and an access code, and it'll have an option to purchase the book. If you have any trouble with the ebook or the Norton side of things, here's the Norton technical support link. Okay, so here are some things for your enjoyment. I even have a video of myself playing a little selection for you if you're interested. And then we come to the midterm and final exam study questions. Now what I suggest is that you download these and print them out before you start the first half of the course for midterm or the second half of the course for the final exam questions. All of the exam questions will be included in these study questions. The exam will have selected ones, 100 total questions for the midterm and 100 for the final. But there are many more questions here for the study questions. Okay, then we come to your preparation videos. There are 3 of them, 2 of them actually. And you click this and it'll take you directly to an instructional video about how to get started with the interactive Norton parts of the course, and a second video here. So you should do that first of all, and then you're ready to go. And here's this optional part 1. Again, none of these are graded, but there's your puzzle piece. That will take you to the interactive activity for that particular chapter if you choose to do it, but you can skip over the optional part 1 if you like. Then with segment 1, starting on the first day of the class, and the deadline is September 18th, we start with our first module or segment, as you will, the Baroque era. Here in red, you see the deadline date, and incomplete activities after this date receive a score of 0. Well, for each chapter, or in this case the prelude, you will see a chapter outline for your use. There are some flashcards you can play with. But after you've read the chapter and you feel as though you're prepared to do so, you can go ahead and click this link and it will be your first required activity that's based on Prelude 3. And when you complete it successfully, this little box over here, you don't check this yourself, but it should receive a check mark in it whenever you have completed it successfully. And also you should see a grade for your activity on the grade book in Moodle. So you can check those 2 things to make sure that what you did went through the system. And then we start with chapter 26. Now with chapter 26, you have your first listening activity. Your activities are either review activities, which is basically a chapter quiz, or listening activities. And listening activities is an interactive listening activity based on a particular musical selection. And what you can do, each one of these I have set up links for you to do before you actually do the activity. You can go to the listening guide for Handel water music. You go there. Well, it's going to ask you to log in. And once you're there, This is straight out of the book, and you can go here. Oh, I see this is not handle water music, so maybe I need to take a second look at that. Might have found my first bug. But if it were handle water music, you could play the selection, and it has some guidelines here. Then you have some activities. Focus on what to listen for, and this will have talk about basically different things in the piece. That's a good preparation for your listening test. And also a really neat one called Interact with the Music, where you can basically play different parts of the music that you want to. Alright, so I think you're going to find this very enjoyable. And when you've done all of that, then you're ready to go ahead and click on this icon, which will take you to the listening test. So that is basically the layout for every segment. And then when you come down to after the second segment, again, all you have to do is scroll down and follow the course in order. You have your midterm exam. And the midterm exam is not on the Norton interface. It's a Moodle exam. And please understand that once you start the exam, you have a 75-minute time limit. So make sure that you're somewhere and at a time when you can complete the exam. Otherwise, you'll miss what you don't answer. And it tells you the deadline date. And then you're ready to start the second half of the course. Same layout, and then you come down to the final exam. And the midterm and the final exam, it tells you the available date. If you're an early starter, they're available a week before they're actually due, so you can get on there and start those at any time. And that's pretty much it. It's very, very simple, and I don't think you'll have any problem with it. If you do, again, leave me an email and I will get back with you. And watch your email for announcements and reminders. And we're glad to have you in the course. Thank you.